Citrusdal, a small Western Cape town that gets its name from its most famous export. The oranges, satsumas and mandarins planted on these hills and valleys are destined for the United States. But farmers here, like Gerrit van der Merwe, are now facing uncertain times thanks to Donald Trump. The US administration announced a 31% tariff on South African goods. The tariffs have been put on hold for 3 months after a violent reaction from the stock markets. But farmers don't know what might come next.
The whole community, the workers, the pickers, it's just a lot of anxiety around. Nobody knows what's going on. They're looking at the leaders of the community to help us solve the problem. But for now, it's uncertainty, and in any uncertain environment, business doesn't thrive.
The Trump administration says it's ready to negotiate with different countries, and van der Merwe believes South African farmers are in a strong position.
We farm with citrus out of season out of California, so we're not competition. We're only complementary to the Californian side. For the American consumer, we will provide them with cheaper fresh fruit and vegetables on a yearly basis. And then surely that's a net positive for the US consumer.
This packaging plant will kick into high gear in just a few weeks, preparing fruit to be shipped to the US. 7 million cartons of fruit leave the Citrusdal area each year, destined for the US market. It's a $98 million industry which supports thousands of seasonal and permanent workers. And so the Trump tariffs are really a bread and butter issue here, with farmers worried about how they'll keep their businesses alive and workers concerned about how they'll feed their families. The uncertainty created by the Trump administration has left line manager Shamonli Matala worried. In peak season, she oversees 160 workers, many who support large families with their income.
I'm supporting my family of 9 in the house with my money that I made here every month. So yes, it's pretty important to me that we export to the USA. When we pack to the USA, that's where the overtime comes in. And when the overtime comes in, that's where you make more money.
The mayor of the region, which includes Citrusdal, is Dr. Ruben Richards. He's also a farmer and says the South African government should take a non-political approach when negotiating with Trump.
Donald Trump is not a politician. He's a business person. And a business person must engage with another business person to make a deal.
The South African government has said it will support farmers by reaching out to other markets like China, the Middle East and Europe. But farmers here say changing industries is a slow and difficult process. They believe that the priority should be negotiating a deal that will get these boxes to US shores at a price that will keep the workers employed.